give them something that they ain't never ate without telling them what it is first. Like, you just don't put food in front of them. They ain't never seen this food in their life. You just expect them to eat it and know it's gonna taste good and all. No, like, so in that sense, when you say that, it creates a space for haters to live in. And it's cool. We want the haters to live, but just in certain spaces, we want to control the tenants.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what it really is. If I'm telling you this, if I'm being introduced as that, the person that's never met me in their life, they get to listening and looking and listen to the music. They like, damn, he's dope. Well, why isn't he such and such? And it's like, and then it takes just that why is. It takes away from what we're really here for.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like that don't even matter. Like that's just factual. It just goes with this because that's real. We didn't want to leave out a fact.
Right.
So we threw it in there. Absolutely. But you don't want to throw something in there that just is like a complete. What was that?
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Real Rose. I'm at the Studio in Baltimore with, of course, recorded artist who's representing Freebandz, okay? Test.
You can get it how you want. That's that money, that's for sure. You can get it how you want. That's that money, that's for sure.
Yes, doing good.
Blessing.
Yes, I see. You know, we relax. I told you I give the real deal scoop. So we out here in the studio because I don't play about my artists.
I'm happy you came.
Listen, I work hard and I play hard, and that's why when I see other people doing their thing, I have to come out there and let others know how serious this is, because this grind is for real.
It's big. That you see where we had to meet at.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I know.
I'm at the job.
Yes. Why the name Test? I know, I looked it up. I researched and everything like that. You're a challenger.
Yeah, basically. My mama really started just calling me that after hearing it, you know, a couple times, but it just made sense to her. Like, he always test. When I piss her off, she'd be like, "You always testing me."
So it's just
but then I do something good, and she'll change her tone of voice and say, "Oh, that's my little test me." You see what I'm saying? So like, and then, you know, just in the rap world where I met people, just, oh, man, that's a little test me. So I used to go by Test Me, you know, as a kid and teenager, and even young adult, you feel me? And then when I got like 23, I basically did what I did with Freebandz, and I remember having a conversation with Future, and I've been rapping since I was a kid, like 14, on the scene, you know what I'm saying? So people always knew Test Me. And I've dealt with different management situations and just different people in my life, and I've done different, you know, projects and all these different things. But when I really felt like I'm making my turn to get into the industry for real, I wanted to separate myself from all the old stuff that I did. Cause I'm like, man, people finna start Googling what I'm doing. All this old shit finna come up, and it was just like, and then it was just stuff that I wasn't really attached to no more. So I'm like, man, and so that played a role in it. And then one day, just Future just telling me, like, basically, when you know me, you don't say test me. You gonna wind up just saying test.
Right.
So he's like, man, you should take that me off and just leave it as test. Man.
Yeah.
He like, it look better, it's more marketable look. He's like, he just said, look at it, test. He like, it's very easy to capture. And then what he did do was he told me something that made perfect sense, and it actually happened the day of. I've been telling me that. He like, man, when you be telling people your name, they be thinking that you saying text you. And it was the truth, because I was in the club, and I'm getting introduced to all these, you know, different folks, publicists, you know what I'm saying, PDs, music directors, just certain people at this event we was at. And I recall literally every time I would meet somebody, I would say, how you doing? My name's Test Me. And they would always say, text you?
Oh, wow.
And I'd be like, no, my name is Test Me, like test me. And they'd be like, oh, like they'd really be like, oh my God, I thought you were saying test me. I mean, text me.
Right.
And it happened while Future was standing next to me that same day. And so it was like a suggestion that he said to me. But it stuck.
I mean, sometimes a song does good and sometimes a song flops.
Right.
What keeps you still saying, you know, I'm still gonna do this?
I think it really be me in the studio and the reactions that I get from the people that come into the studio. Like you just said, you know, the world only hears what's put out.
Right.
You know, there's a lot of close people to me that get to really hear my body of work and know what I have sitting in a hard drive. You know what I'm saying? So, and watch me make the songs of that. So it's like, I think that's what really keep me going. The people on the inside, like the internal support. That's literally like, and I know that they're not lying. That's just like dead honest. Like man, you gotta keep this shit going. You gotta put this out. You gotta.
Yeah.
But I've always been a person that I understand. You can't just do anything just because. Like just because I got this hard ass song, I'm just gonna release it. But what am I gonna put it at? How I gotta push it. I gotta get some funding for it. I gotta. You know what I'm saying? So I understand, and it's not no shade to nobody that puts their stuff at. It's just I understand that it's a method and a procedure to this. I wish I did, because then I would just put the songs out, you know, and maybe I'd be in a different place. But the fact is, I know better, so I try my best to do better and approach things the correct way. And that's really what I've been battling my whole time of doing music and just being an artist, because I'm very loyal. So if I have a team of people and your job is to pick the records that go out, I'm loyal to letting you do that. So I'm just gonna turn in what I'm supposed to turn in, you know. And whereas though this go around, I've had more creative control over everything that I'm doing, which is a solid blessing. I've been able to do things that I was never able to do, and watch it work, and then look at the people that wouldn't let me do it before, and look at them, look back at me like, damn, it worked. You know, so that's really just like the challenge itself has kept me there. You know what I mean? And just I know I'm a star. I know that I'm super talented. I feel like I'm strictly made for music and pleasing people. That's how I feel. So with this, is just I feel like time in this progression. I know everybody gets a shot. And I'm talking about the real shot, you know what I mean? And so that's what I'm competing for. I don't be in a competition with other rappers. I love music so much that I could listen to somebody that somebody hates, and I'm gonna find something I like about it, and that's the shit I'm gonna keep playing back. And so that's just where I'm at. I got a great ear, and I just always feel like I've been my own motivation, and not to shed light from anyone else I've been motivated by, but being with Future has definitely motivated me in ways that people can't even think about because they don't see what I see, you understand? So just certain things, to watch something develop, to watch somebody start their career and watch it manifest into what it is today, is extra special. Money couldn't buy that, you know what I'm saying? A rich motherfucker couldn't come in and say, hey, Trippie Redd, I know that you're about to fucking embark on this big career in the next 5 years. How much does it cost to put my people with you so they can be around you and make how much does it cost for a genuine relationship? Like, there's no price on shit like that. Like, no, it's never been a price for a friendship, like, ever. Like, there's never been a man or woman in the world that's like, shit, for $1 million, that's my friend. Like, because like at the end of the day, it can make a motherfucker hang with you, but once that money gone, they not your friend no more.
Absolutely.
So money could never purchase things like that, and so that's why I say it's just all blessings with me. I've been motivated by everything and everything I encounter. I'm motivated by all the new artists. Even if I don't like the shit, I'll find myself laughing and be like, these little motherfuckers ain't.
Do it, because if I don't like it, I'm like.
Just because today is like, we got these phones, we got Instagram, and everybody's right here. So you really get to look at these people and figure out, like, man, it's crazy to say, but some of the most wildest people that be on the timelines, I sit there and watch their stuff come down on the Explore page, and then I find myself liking some shit about them that probably nobody else even peeped.
Yeah, probably something they didn't even push out
I might watch somebody, they do all this crazy shit, but then I caught the clip of, you know, them doing something with their family, or showing, you know, taking care of some shit that you just wouldn't think that this person that does all this thinks about this too. So it's like, cause this is entertainment. People forget this is all entertainment. You know, so 90% of the time, this shit is to make you laugh and have a feeling. But it is 10% somewhere that people don't see. And by me being a person that's been behind the scene as well, I tend to see the 10% that nobody ever sees. So, you know what I mean? I just be motivated from all of this.
You also write your own music.
Yeah.
Do you do your own?
Yeah, I do my own stuff. I don't write music down, pen on paper. But I do my own music. But I don't write raps. I just be rapping.
You just be rapping. Okay, so you be freestyling.
I call it painting.
I don't even
like saying rapping. Like, Cause you know everybody does it.
Yeah,
Everybody, I don't write. You know, a lot of people don't be having real artistry in it when they don't write. Like if they never done that or they're not seasoned to be like that. So I don't just like to throw it out there like that. Like me rapping is the same as somebody penning it on paper.
That's true.
Because I'm trained. My brain trained to remember this shit as soon as I think it.
So okay,
I just had to throw that out there real
now
quick.
you made me
just because you say I
throw
write
you a
it, and I don't
curveball
I write it
question now.
down.
No. So how do you feel about like ghostwriters?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Music is music, right? And then you got music. This whole thing in circle is music, and then you got all these lines that divide certain lanes, right? So it's just different lanes. So it's like baseball. The little bitty kids play t-ball.
That's true.
That's a form of ghostwriting or assistance, if I may. That's a form of assistance.
Right.
Sit the ball on the tee because they can't really hit it off, right? It's the same thing. Okay, the person got a good voice. They can comprehend. They can learn what you're saying to that, but they couldn't put it together.
Right.
It's t-ball. It's another form of the sport.
Because I agree.
So
like,
I ain't tripping.
I do agree.
It comes in the perspective, making somebody turn an eye at it like, whoa, when the person is supposed to be a certain person. Right. That's when it's like, all right, hold on. What the hell's going on here? You know what I'm saying? Right. And so basically, I feel how anybody else would feel when they find out that particular person is full of shit. Meaning that that's not their stuff.
That's not their stuff.
You know what I'm saying? However, let's take it a little further and give them people a little bit of credit, right? What if the writers are really writing about you? Like literally, if you said, "This is what I just did, this is the story," and then I write, and then I spit you some shit that's exactly for you, to where as though when your people hear this, they gonna be like, "She had to have wrote that because that happened to her. I was with her when it happened." Right. You understand? Now it's like, damn. At that point, somebody just gave you. Right. So it can be different. You know what I'm saying? It's just when you're not the person really saying that. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna give it to you like this. If we know that somebody's out here busting heads, shooting guns, anybody ever played with them, they dealt with it, and they don't write their raps, but the raps are still, I'll bust your head, deal with. We not gonna pay him when we find out here because he's still doing that shit. Exactly. So it's just like, that's how I feel. I got so many different perspectives on it because I understand so many sides of it. Ultimately, if I had to give the one answer that everybody wants, nah, I don't approve of it. Okay. Yes, that's factual. Do I understand every in and out of it? Hell yeah. And I'm not gonna act like I don't.
No, I'm not against it myself. Like for me, the way I looked at it was more so.
I'm not against it, but I would never suggest it.
No, but the way
I would never consider it.
Well, the way I see it is that when an artist gets to a certain level where they're big enough, you know, like
I mean, you can definitely have ideas come in. I mean, at this point, it's like this: you're a business, right? At this point, you're a business. You done been in the game 10 years. We know you got hits on your own. Exactly. So at this point, it's about just keeping this thing moving. Well, that, and then also. So who got the flavor? The way I see it is also being relatable. Yeah. Like in the sense, like the ghostwriters have a regular day-to-day life. They're not having bodyguards. They're not having all these people around them. Right. So they can just having a check.
Yeah. So they haven't. So they're able to walk around and be like, "Yo, these sneakers is what's hot, or this is what's popping, or this is the words people are saying now." Right. And you can, you know, as an artist, you're busy working on your craft. Yeah,
because even the greatest artists that don't have ghostwriters or no assistants in making music, they still got their ear to the street though. You know, or they talk to somebody that knows is in sync with everything going on. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like you said, it's the same thing. It's just methods and formulas, and it's to each his own.
To each its own.
And
okay.
I leave it at that.
Okay. So, I know you've been on tour a few times. Well, a lot of times. You've been on tour a lot, actually. So what would you say your best city was that you ever went on tour?
South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, House of Blues. On the Honest Tour.
On the Honest Tour?
Yeah, a few years ago.
Yeah. Why would you say it's like?
Cause man, when I came out, like Future came out.
Oh, they were screaming crazy.
Yeah, like they just locked on. They just locked on. We just real engaged with one another, and it was a sold out show. And everything I did just landed so perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the day when I feel like when I did what I did on stage. Shout out to Rico Love.
Mm-hmm.
Rico Love used to always stand. Literally, this nigga would see. I would open up for him in Future.
Right.
This nigga would literally be at the back of the stage while I'm on stage watching my show. And I think that's the first day that I made that type of energy start happening with niggas like that.
Mm-hmm.
Was standing there to watch me work. Cause somebody done said, man, did you see what that nigga just did out there? So it was like, and that was the show that started that whole domino effect for me as far. And then things started opening up for me, you know what I'm saying? On top, I was getting more time on the tour. My 10 minutes went to 20 minutes.
Right.
Shit like that. So
it's good.
Yeah, and
so you're a good performer just as well as your music. I mean, your music is.
I love to perform. I think I'm Michael Jackson. You ain't gonna tell me about it.
You start dancing on stage?
I'm just, you know,
hyping up the crowd.
I mean, I'm Michael Jackson. You know, telling what I'm gonna do.
Okay. You know, all right, now let me find out.
That's what I think I am. So, yeah.
So how was it like your first time performing on stage? Like how was it? I was
a child, so you know, that's what I'm supposed to be on stage. Like if somebody plays basketball. Like.
You wasn't nervous when everybody screaming and?
No, hell no.
You just felt it, like as soon as they called your name, you was like, I'm ready.
Yeah. The only thing I always do, and still do to this day, is I pray before I go on stage for a good show.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Even whether it's with people or by myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to talk to God before I step on there. And just ask for a good show and be thankful for my blessing. That's one thing I know I do. Anything else, I've never had another feeling. Never, ever. Never. I can never tell you a time when I was like, oh shit.
Right.
Even if I mess up on stage, like I think I'm the only person that'll know that I messed up. Everybody else don't even know I done did something to cover that up.
You just keep going, yeah.
Hell yeah. So,
that's good. That's very, very good. Yeah. Now your album is again really, really dope.
Stop playing with me.
No, seriously, I really do like it. I'm not just saying it because of this. We're doing this interview. Like honestly, like you guys can check it out on YouTube. I actually have the link below. So the music video, how did that concept come up? Because this was different.
Yeah, really, the whole creative perspective of the visuals goes to Love the Culture. The company and directors that I use to do the video. I played the song. I played the song for them, and it was just like I remember. Shout out to KB. KB, he called me. That's the director. Love the Culture. He calls me. He says, "Man, how big can I not go?"
You got some ideas.
So I was like, nobody's ever said that to me. You know what I mean? So I was like, shit, what are you thinking?
Right.
So he's telling me all this stuff, and I can honestly tell you everything we did in the video, all the particulars, the specifics, everything you see is something he drawn up. It's actually a few things that we didn't get to do.
Really?
That we aim to do that would have just put more icing on cake. But it came out wonderful.
It did, yeah.
And it all came from him, solely him. He gave me this whole plot. He typed up a treatment and had it emailed to me. And when I just reviewed it, I remember reading this shit and just telling myself, like, I remember getting at parts in the treatment. I was in the car, and I remember I had to pull over because I'm reading shit, and I was like, I don't know if we can do that.
This is something impossible.
Yeah, so I'm like, but the passion in the email, the way he worded it and emphasized and elaborated. As soon as I thought I might not be, I'm just thinking, I think we can, because it was like he presented me a treatment with and I'm gonna find all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I'm in my head like, damn, I'm gonna have to get somebody to track this shit. But he took care of everything that he presented. And, long story short, after that it was God, because we just set it on the calendar. We picked days.
How long it took?
It was like a week that we were out there. But
this was what, in Vegas?
Yeah, and also in Los Angeles.
In Los Angeles,
okay. So because we was back and forth, I had shit obligations in LA, and then I had to go. So I was working on other stuff too while we were still filming. But like with Future and Khaled making a cameo and all, none of that shit was planned. You know, it was, that's why I said it's just God from there.
Good.
You know what I mean? And
because they see you working, they see you doing your thing, and then they come and they show you love. It's like,
yeah, it was
Big Brother's like, what's up?
Yeah, it was a real good look for me, and I really appreciated it. And it was just like, you know, it just added to what I was doing, and that particular song is like a feel good record. You know, it's called That's For Sure, and it's basically like a confident, you know, that's for sure.
Right.
Confident about this.
Yeah.
And how I'm
it's
moving.
very chill too. I was like, I could see myself just like driving in the car,
it's one of them. And when you watch the video, I think the video brings more life to the song. It helps express my points and what I was just trying to get across. And that's really what it was for me. It was just saying, it to me, most people watching think it's about money, but for me, it was bigger. That's why you notice at the end of the video, the last thing I do is I just throw the money up like over top of me. But the way I do it that time is like, this shit ain't nothing but paper. And not like it's nothing like to me. Like I'm just so rich, this is nothing to, no, hell no, nothing like that. It's just saying that no matter what, like, you can get it how you want. That's what I'm saying. Like,
now I can't stop staring at that FBG. What's FBG?
Freebandz gang.
Okay.
Freebandz global.
Freebandz.
Yeah, we global now. This shit worldwide.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I got fans in London.
What?
Yeah,
wait, have you been to London?
I ain't even been there yet. I'm on the way.
Go.
Oh yeah, I'm on the way.
We gotta go.
We got touring there. Pluto go there in March for tour. I'm gonna go there with him. Yeah, but I'm gonna go before too, cause I got to scope it out.
Yeah, I got a homegirl. She's a singer.
And I
might have to link you up with her.
I'm gonna jump off the jet in London. By the way.
Hold up! No, I was just about to ask that. No, I did want to ask about your mother, because I know you mentioned that in the song, and that touched me hard. Because I was like, damn, you know, that's like honestly, I'm big on like moms, and like anything happen to my mom, I don't even know if I can function. You know, that's a hard thing. So, how did you function, or were you able to? I mean, I know you had to cope, you had to go through your moment, but like,
I don't really have an answer to that for real, cause I don't. It's like a blur.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
But don't Kanye West it, okay?
Yeah, no, not like that. When I just say blur, like, it was just so much that I just try to not even tap.
I should say Kanye West. Don't go to the sunken places.
Yeah, no, I'm too godly.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I don't know what Kanye holler at me.
He coming back out.
Kanye holler at me, man.
He said he's out of the sunken place. He seems normal now.
At the end of the day, it don't matter how much money you got, how much you don't got. Everybody still goes through real shit. Of course,
so, emotions is
so
feelings.
for Kanye West, holla at me, man. Like shit, you ain't going through nothing. Sure. Nigga ain't going through, man. You know what I mean?
Damn, you know that would be a good collab on YouTube.
A person like him just needs somebody real around him, man. You know them people be so successful, man. Kanye West is a super successful person.
He is.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't judge nobody what they going through or nothing. I ain't gonna laugh at nobody or nothing. I might laugh at it, not you though.
Right.
Just cause I'm like, man, ain't no telling. But at the end of the day, everybody go through stuff, so it's just like.
But I could see a good collab with y'all too.
It'd be a blur. He had a blur going on. You know what I mean?
The blur, yeah.
Yeah, but it's just, you know, I think Kanye be saying shit the wrong way. Like, he's sunk in place. Like, that's just stupid to say. He could have said some slick shit like I did. Blur.
Everything's just foggy right now.
Yeah, I mean, I was in the fog, bro. I was blurry, bro. I'm gonna get you now. But he, you know.
Yeah. It hurts. I mean, it was during the time.
But for me, all I can say is God, and it wasn't nothing that helped me cope to get through it, other than just praying to God and trying to make some understanding that my mama in a better place.
That's good.
And just to do what I told her I was gonna do, and just as far as just being me, and my mother was like my #1 supporter. I feel like if you believe in God, you're gonna be alright.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? After that, that's really all that can gonna help you.
Okay.
And ain't nothing really I can't, make your folks proud. Shit like that will help you. If somebody's looking for an answer from this, do what you said you were gonna do. Make whoever proud. Shit like that will help you feel better.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But, that's as far as it goes. Keep praying, set your goals, you know what I'm saying? Just keep trying to be a better person, because no doubt about it, they looking down on you. I know my mama's seen it. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, she's watching over you, definitely. Got a lot of blessings coming. Last thing, well, this is more towards for you. Any upcoming events, anything that we should be looking out for?
To be honest with you, I just dropped the tape.
Okay.
My album, Stop Playing With Me, available everywhere. I just released
Why
that.
you called it Stop Playing?
Because the world been playing with me for a very long time. Yeah.
But you a test, so
now
they gonna see what happens.
That's what I'm saying. So it's just like one of them things, like, stop playing with me. It's like, damn man, you got 10 out of 10. It's like, nigga, I always get 10 out of 10. Stop playing with me.
Right, I feel you.
Like, when did I showed you a 9 out of 10, bro?
Absolutely.
So it's like one of those situations, but I work real hard. There's nothing arrogant about it. It's all just factual. I work really hard. I help whoever I encounter. I put on. I participate. I wear many different hats. I'm very humble. I'm not afraid to help you carry your bags.
Okay.
You understand?
I got you.
So,
I feel you.
Any music that I do, if you notice, I was just quoting all my lyrics from my songs. It's on my tape.
Okay.
I really just want the people to focus on that. I do got some shit I can tell y'all, but y'all might want to start listening to that.
Okay.
I want y'all to focus on one thing at a time.
Okay.
I got a lot to offer. It's coming. And I just want people to pay attention to me properly. I'm not demanding nothing but respect. You know what I mean? I'm not demanding your ear. I just wanted to genuinely come across your path and people be able to lock in. And that's what I'm doing. I just released 12 songs. Every one of them crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got Young Scooter on my tape, Casino, Future, you know what I mean? Freebandz bosses. You know what I'm saying? So it speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? It shows all my lanes of creativity. And it's a good body of work for me to have released, and I want people to really indulge in that.
All right. Well, thank you so much for having me here, coming out here. I appreciate it so much.
This is what we need.
Yeah, I'm going to listen to some of his tracks. Y'all not going to hear that. And we're definitely going to have an update interview on this, because I definitely want to see what happens. I know it's going to be, we do have to do
no cap, we're doing a recap.
A recap. Yes, well, thank you so much. And you guys, it's your girl, Real Rose, and I give the real deal scoop, and this is The Real Deal with Real Rose.
Sure.